right, y'all, so we are back with another paper crafting video. Hopefully this is going to be short because I've got a lot of things that I need to do and I need some therapy. I've been busy all day, so I need to do something for me and I need to do it quickly. So I know some of you really like tags and things of that nature, so that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to scoot this down just a little bit. All right, and make sure that I'm full and frame. Now, let's roll. Let us get us a rolling. Move that out of the way. Okay, so I am going to be, let's see here. What did I say I wanted to do? I did say I wanted to stamp, but that's not going to work because there's nothing to stamp. These, I'm just going to ink the edges. So what I'm going to do is, let me turn my little baggie around here, and we are going to use, so that's black and blue. Okay, so I have black, brown, and pink, and blue. And let's see here. And we're just going to ink these edges because it has been sitting here and sitting here, like, don't forget to ink the edges. So this one we're going to use brown to ink these edges. Alrighty. So how are y'all doing? What's going on? I hope that you are being blessed. I hope that God is blessing you. I hope that things are going well in your life. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I pray for my subscribers. I'm serious because I'm telling you, y'all, we got to pray for each other. That's why everybody's going crazy, because ain't nobody praying for anybody. I remember my husband came home and he told me, such and such did this and such did that. And I said, you know what? That's y'all's fault because y'all ain't praying for him. He cracked up. Okay, so these edges are inked. And y'all, I apologize. There are no nails for y'all to enjoy tonight. I had to cut mine down. They grew out long. And it's like, I let them be long, right? But because they're not strong and sturdy, and they begin to chip and snag on things, I can't enjoy my real nails unless there is overlay on them or dip on them. And you know what? I just forget it. I just cut my nails down and I'm happy that, you know, with that. I just trim them all as down, not as far as I can, but trim them. And I just need to push back some more cuticle. I think, yeah, I did push back my cuticles. Well, this one looks funny. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I did. Okay. That was just, I need a little lotion. Y'all, I'm not supposed to be using this lotion. This is my birthday lotion. But if you give it to me early, there's a very good chance that I'm going to use it. But I just want it. I like the feel. That's all. I like it. And I love the smell. Oh, I wish I could tell you what it smelled like. I really do. I smell a coconut type smell. I smell rose water, coconut, and some other type of fruit. And it just smells so good. But anyway, let's get back to this. So what are we going to put on here? Let us write calm, because that was the whole theme of these tags that I made. So we've got the lamb, and I probably showed this to you guys already. And then when I'm ready to journal, I'll journal on there. But for now, this is just going to go in storage in my little pouch that I have that's for ephemera. Not junk journal ephemera. That's like lacy things. This is going in another file because this is the stuff that I use in my journals. And I'll put what I need in the junk journal because I don't do a lot. I don't make junk journals, you know, and I'm not planning. I've got my making any more. I've got my 2. See how I cut myself off? Thoughts moving too fast. I've got junk journal. I've got my 2 favorite junk journals. I'm not going to buy any more. And my ephemera pouch, I'm just saving because you can use that in any journal. It doesn't have to be a junk journal. So that's why I'm saving that ephemera pouch. And Jazzi, if you are watching, if I don't forget, before I end this video, I will give you a little flip of my 2 junk journals. But again, they are in the created playlist that says journaling. And if you scroll down and scroll down, you will see where I show you my junk journals. Who gave them to me, how I got them, the final touches, you know, all of that stuff. So these edges are inked. But you know what? This one isn't inked to the point where I can see it on this side. There we go. That's better. Okay. Gotta have it like that all the way. Y'all, I be having some crazy dreams. I've been like that all my life. But, I mean, I be looking forward to what is going to happen. And I was just thinking to myself, I sure do look forward to what is going to happen tonight. What I'm going to dream about tonight. I am serious. Now, I want to mix this with brown. Normally, I would clean it before I dip it, but I want brown and pink together for this one. I want to see a little bit of brown and I want to see a little bit of pink. Yep, I'm doing the tag too. I don't see the brown though. Yeah, I do. Okay. Alright, so this is good. This is good. This is good. And I'm even seeing it on the other side. So, for those of you who are new, this is like a continuation of my paper crafting tags. So if you have not checked out that video, please do so. And if you like it, 1 out of 10, do me a big old favor and hug that like button. Okay, so this is working. I don't know what I want to write in there. I may not write anything at all, but I'm liking how that turned out. Really liking this because I can put these in Bibles. I can put these in my devotionals. I can put these in so many things. So that's why I don't store them with junk journal stuff. All right, so this one I think was very unique. Instead of putting a tab on, I just used all of that. I love the teddy bear. I love this bottle of perfume. We should name it. What should we call it? We'll just call it Chanel. That looks corny. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So this is another one that is going to get the pinky. Yeah, but I've been dreaming about zombies and end of the world. Y'all, let me tell you something. A friend of mine, one of my husband's officer friends, we were all talking one night. And we were talking about what we would do. And if this happened and that happened. And I said, okay, let's just say that the rapture took place and we missed it. Okay? And let's say, you know, that we are really stuck. I would say that with my husband's job and his friend's job, we would have a head-up notice. Security clearance, we would have a head-up notice, right? So with that heads-up notice, I'm buying a bunch of stuff. I'm going to Lowe's, I'm going to Home Depot, I'm going to Walmart. I'm making some extra Amazon orders. And I order all of this crap. And I have everything stored up in boxes and in my Jeep. Gary has stuff in his Jeep. So we're all, and Rosner, that's our friend, he's got his stuff packed up in his vehicle. And we head to, when we're ready, when we figure out a way how we're going to do it, we will head to the mountains, the ice-capped mountains. So I'm talking about way up, maybe Alaska type stuff, or Norway, somewhere far away from where the infection is. And we are going to stay in a hotel, a grand hotel, or inn rather, because an inn has the full kitchenette. Okay, so there we go with that. And we're going to just stay there. And there's already going to be food, because it's an inn, right? Or some type of hotel, you know, that has dining. I'm talking about something exquisite, something grand, where you get the kitchenette in your room, but there's also a dining hall. There's also, you know, think of the Stanley, you know, think of, you know, the Stephen King movie, you know, think of the Stanley Hotel and how it had everything. And think of how Shelley Duvall did not have to worry about food. They had this big old kitchen. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. And that's where we would hunker down. You know, that's where we would hunker down. Now, we were like, okay, there's going to be employees who might get infected eventually, but it, you know, so we got to make sure that it is closed down for the winter. I mean, we were thinking all the scenarios. And we were like, let's see, do I want pink? No, I want brown. So we were thinking of all these different scenarios. And once we perfected everything, Gary was like, he was going to leave us. He was going to leave me and Rosner, Officer Rosner. And he said because he could not stay there. I don't care if they got a gym and a swimming pool and we got the keys to everything. So we, you know, everything is perfect. He said, I just can't, he said he can't do it. I said, well, I'm not leaving. If I got a good life living in this hotel, why in the heck would I want to go out there where the infected is? Especially if they're not like near where we are. All we have to do is just keep quiet and lay low and wait for death. You know? Why would I want to go out there and try to, you know, figure stuff out? I'm like, no. I want to stay comfy and cozy. I've got my journals. I've got my stickers. I bought extra. I've got a large supply. I've got, you know, so why in the world would I want to go out there? You go ahead. But me and Rosner, we will stay together. Rosner can stay in his suite, and I will stay in my suite. And of course, my suite is going to be overlooking the ocean. So there we go. Here's that. So I'm liking how that turned out. So all of these tags here, y'all, are going to go in my tag storage. I'm really liking this. Okay. So that's where they are going to go. Now, the next project that we need to work on is these 3 tags. These 3, I don't know if I'm gonna probably trim the corners, do the corner edges. So there's no sense in doing that yet. And, let's see here. I am gonna have to do the same, some stuff with these. Okay, that can go there. And all of these need to be inked, and they also need to be, well, you know what? Let's see. Let's do that now. All right. All right, y'all. So let us do that with these. All right. Oops. I have broken this thing so many times. So yeah, y'all. So that's what we were talking about that one day. And it was just like so hilarious because we were really getting into it. I mean, it was like fantasy. I mean, storytelling, serious storytelling, where we were like, wow, this is really what we would do. Why is this not walking? Okay. So it was like, what would you do? But in a situation like that, y'all, I'm not going out. I'm not going out. If I'm blessed to find out about this mess soon enough, then I'm hunkering down. I love those kind of movies. I love, 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 love those kinds of movies. Okay, these two, yeah, let's do these two. I'm just not, you know, I'm just not playing the hero. I'm just going to hunker down. And what am I going to do at my age? My aches and pains. All right. We'll do this one. Like, seriously. I'm going to find me a Walmart and raid it. And find me the type of hotel or inn that is on a hill. Because if it's on a hill, those zombies are going to have to work to get up the hill. And, y'all, I'm not talking about the infected, like as in, what do you call it? Rabbit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about slow moving walkers. You know what I mean? Slow moving walkers, not the rabid ones, the ones that are moving really fast where you just absolutely don't have a shot at surviving because they are chasing you down. I am not talking about those. I am talking about literal zombies where they are walking really slow, like in the kind that had puffer fish, infected with puffer fish type zombie. They're just moving slow. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Okay, so this is ready. We just need to make a tab for it. And this was Stamperia or Stampera, and I already had inked it with something pink, and this was the Japanese version. So we're just going to keep on inking these. Give it that antique look. Antiqua. Alright. And make sure that they're legit on both sides. Alright. And we'll do this. Y'all, it's not really thundering and lightning outside. That is my TV. You know me. If it's not jazz, it's a thunderstorm. So yeah, y'all, it's been a busy day, and so this is therapy for me. All right, and okay. Can't pick anything up that good without nails. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I like to let my fingers breathe sometimes. All right, so we're going to take this and this and this and this and put this back. And we are going to use this blue. And again, I don't want to get rid of the brown. And I don't want to get rid of the pink. But we're going to make this a bluish brown. There's already some brown on there. So there we go. All right. So that's done. I'll put that there, and we're going to do this again. And like I said, I've already inked those edges up top with brown, but we're going to add a little blue along with the brown. And okay. And I don't care if it gets on the edge. Don't care if it gets, you know, really doesn't matter, because we are going to cover everything up. All right, so now we're going to clean this off. Just going to wipe off the excess. Alrighty. I'm not inking that one. All right. Okay, so we got these done. And now all that we need to do for now is, let's see here. Let's see how it would be. If I had another one of these, that would be fine, but we're gonna do, how about that and that? What do you think? I don't think so. I think this is too soft of a pink, and I don't think it's gonna go well with that. I don't think I have anything that would work. To be honest with you, I don't have anything that would work. So what we'll do is we'll use that for a tab. We'll use this for a tab. And we'll use this for a tab. We'll use that for a tab. But you know what? No, we won't. We will use these two. And we're going to put that right there like that. Oops. Should have got that green thing. And then we're going to ink, let's put a little bit on here. And then we're going to kind of mash it. Okay. And then we're going to put that there. put that there. And I'm going to put that there. Okay. All right, I'm liking that. What do you think? I'm liking that. All right, so nope, that's too big, too busy. We can do that. I'm thinking that'll work. What else do we have here? Okay, right there. Okay, so I'm liking that. I need some more glue. All right, so that looks good. So we have these cards, and then we have these bows, and then we have the cherries, and then we have the florals. We have the swan and the florals, and then we have these cards. All right, so I'm going to set these to the side right now. And okay, all right. All right, so I'm going to put, I'm going to put this jar right here. All right, and let me move this out of the way. I apologize. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm liking that, and let's put that right there. And I'm liking this right here, and I'm liking that right there. Let's flip that over. Let's put this right there. And let's take both of these. Okay, that's cool. I would put that there. Put that there. Alright, so I'm done with this one. I am done with this tag. How about, okay, put that there. And again, this does not have to be perfect. I'm just going to put this one right here. And I'm going to use this one right there. Okay, so I'm done. I'm good with this. The next one, we have these 3 left. And so what we're going to do with these three will have either that or that. And then we'll put these together another day. I just wanted to do that with you guys really quickly, really quick, and because I've got some things I need to do. So we are going to put this in our little project pile, and then we'll work on this together. I'm going to have a lot of leftovers, so I'll be able to cut out some hearts and paste them on here some kind of way. So I'm going to set that to the side, and these are going to go in storage. And these turned out really well. Really liked them. Here's the other side. So we've got journaling space. Love that. So yeah, y'all, I'm really happy with how my tags turned out. And I am really disappointed with how I've messed this up, but that's what the mat is for, right? And they are washable, so I'm not going to worry about it. I believe these are washable. I don't know if they are or not, to be honest with you. They may not be machine washable, but you know what? I don't care. This is meant to get dirty, but I just didn't like that stain from where I was cleaning. Up here it turned out fine, but it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, y'all, it don't matter. So I'm out of here. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching my hands do their little bit of magic. So next project, y'all, we're going to finish those tags. We're going to make some tabs. And I'm going to glue from the panties that were sent to me in the mail by Miss Cherie McGinnis. And if you haven't already, please check out her channel. And, oh, yeah. Before I go, Jazzy, if you're watching, I will show you my junk journals. So hold on. Okay, Jazzy, these are my 2 junk journals. And like I said, there is a full thing in my playlist for junk journaling, for journals. And then you just look for junk journal stuff. But this one right here, no, my dear, I did not make it. I did not make it. I cannot take credit for that, but I did add things on, as you can see. I added a lot of stuff onto here and inside the pages, just everywhere. But this I had originally bought from eBay, and it was a junk journal that was dedicated to sunflowers and bees, and it was on eBay. I took advantage of it. Oh my gosh, and it feels so good. It feels so good. And I went ahead with the embellishments. And this right here is an envelope that this lady made on eBay. And I bought the envelope and I added embellishments to it. And here is the lace from Cherie's panties that we are going to trim and really make something out of this. Let's see what else is in here. Some more trim, envelopes, lace, more lace, more lace. And this was for in case I had a 3-ring binder, which I used to have for my old, they're cards from Black Mountain Plans. And just a bunch of sheets and pages and things for junk journaling. There was some more lace and snippet type stuff. All of that. Yeah, snippets that I cut up. There's some more lace and seam binding and all of that. Yep, these were snippets. I haven't made snippets in a long time. I love snippets, but I haven't had any reason to make any, you know. So that's all of that. So we're going to put this all together in the front. So that way I know all of my lacy things and stuff is in the front. So I keep that on the shelf. And this right here is a $200 and some dollar, $250. And it was gifted to me. It's a long story, but a lady named Jeannie gifted this to me from YouTube. I had originally won another journal, but she knew I really wanted Grandma's Attic, and she wasn't able to sell it because it was selling for $300 on Etsy and like $2 something from her website. And she just went ahead and just gave it to me. I cried. I mean, I could not believe all the work and effort. This was a challenge that she did for Grandma's Attic from another woman's channel. And I went ahead and I added embellishments. I added that. I added the string. You know, I pinned on some things right here. But this one, I definitely, Jazzy, I cannot take credit for it. It was already almost fully embellished. And Jazz, let me tell you, this isn't even the full journal. There was a whole big ephemera kit that came with it. And she tried so hard to get as much in the mail as she could. But, you know, it was expensive, you know. And for her to add the whole kit would have been over her budget. So she added the best pieces that she had, you know. And I would have paid for it. I mean, but she wanted to surprise me. But I would have paid for it, you know. So there is a flip through with all of this stuff of how I embellished it, what I added to it, you know, and stuff like that. So please check it out, sweetheart. Check it out. But this is like, if I did have to jam, this would be going with me. Zombie apocalypse, whatever you want. This was a towel that I used for when I did my monthly pedicures, my monthly full pedicures. And I just cut the trim off of that towel and used it because I had to close this up, you know. But this is going with me in a zombie apocalypse. This is going in my backpack. I'm serious. All right, y'all. Well, my camera light went out. We're done. Thank you so much. If you like this video, just 1 out of 10. Please hit that like button, and I will see you, God willing, in the next one.